Hey guys, I'm Prodigy from Airsoft Hero and Airsoft Team Kilo23. Today we're going to be taking apart the ICS Sig 551. This gun right here. We're going to go inside the mech box, check out the gearbox and all the internal components to see what makes this gun tick. First of all, let's take a look at the hop-up and barrel of the ICS Sig 551. The barrel itself is made of a pretty light aluminum, so goods and bads there. The crowning on it is really good. Really happy with that. The chamber itself is actually a Tokyo Marui clone, so it even has the screw hole here, even though there is no screw that goes into it. The bucking itself seems to be pretty average as far as how soft or how hard it is, so I think that'll get the job done pretty well. Overall, this seems to be a good unit. So before we take a look at the gearbox, let's look at the motor of the gun. This is the ICS Turbo 3000 motor, one of my favorite airsoft motors. Now, it is extremely powerful, probably one of the highest torque stock motors you can get. It's got a pretty well cut pinion gear, and it's just an overall really good motor. Something a little weird about this is that they color the positive terminal pink instead of red, so it's just a little odd. Here we have the ICS Sig 551 gearbox. Now, overall, this just looks excellent. It's pretty well shimmed, the gears are excellent quality, everything is really well lubricated. ICS internals are just some of my favorite parts ever. The cylinder assembly is actually pretty good. The cylinder is very, very smooth, so it's like getting an upgrade cylinder. It is very well lubricated, a lot of grease around here, and just in the right areas, not just blotched everywhere. The nozzle is proprietary, so if you guys are going to upgrade your nozzle, well, too bad. They are proprietary, and you can only get ICS ones, so you can't really go too far with that. The tappet plate's pretty flexible, it should last you for quite a while. The cylinder head does not fit very tightly into the cylinder, it rocks back and forth a bit, so you could lose a little bit of FPS there. The piston is plastic and has a non-ported piston head without bearings. The piston itself does have one metal tooth, and the second to last tooth is still there, so it's not removed. The piston does not have any ports, but the O-ring is pretty solid and is well lubricated. The gearbox does in fact come with very smooth 6mm metal bushings. Now, ICS gears are just excellent. They really get the job done pretty well. They're made of very good quality steel. These are well shimmed and well greased, so there's very little shooting noise when they're actually rotating when your gun is firing. Finally, the anti-reversal latch, this guy right here, is made of the same material as the gears, the same kind of steel. So it's pretty good quality. I don't think it's going to die on you anytime soon. Finally, the spring is pretty powerful. It's about an M100 power. It is a little longer than most stock springs. The spring guide is a version 3 and is pretty hard plastic for a stock spring guide, and it does have a little metal washer right here. Overall, the internals of the ICS Sig 551 are top notch. ICS really goes all out in getting you the best quality parts that are extremely well tuned out of the box. Really happy with this. I think it's definitely worth the $260 at AirsoftHero.com. I'm Prodigy from Airsoft Hero and Airsoft Team Kilo23, signing off.